It's week 6 of the NFL, where London will play host to a different kind of football. It's the Ravens and the Titans, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the great cities of the world, London, England. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series. Set for what should be a tussle here in England. The Ravens and Titans underway from London. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Well, the Titans ready to take over on offense for the first time, and it is the now 35-year-old Ryan Tannehill who leads them out in his 12th NFL campaign.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffling. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Tannehill. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Tannehill on first down. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. To the air again, Tannehill. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. When you look at this defense, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
If I'm putting quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. David Ojabo from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 35. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Now the rookie third rounder from Tulane, it's Tajay Spears. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. From the 35, here's a 2nd and 9.
At the Ravens 35-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Lambert. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 21. And here's a give to Spears. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just...
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. They're going to look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Sly able to put this one through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. That's laid out deep for Rice. And his throw is going to be incomplete. You talk about this Titan defense. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 45-yard line. Now it's Jackson. No hesitation, goes right back to Likely. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Forced out to his left. And he'll get into the end zone to make it a 5-point game. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Here's Spears on second down. Dancing away at the 35. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. 67 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Now Tannehill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Tajay Spears, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have regained the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 2. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they got some new faces from a year ago. Add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now...
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown! Rashee Rice, 55 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Jackson here is going to look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he is into the end zone as that pushes the lead up to 6. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. David Ojabo. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Hand off to Spears. There he goes left side. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Back to throw, Tannehill. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And this returnable for Hill. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And they will take over 1st and 10. Houston set to take over. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. Levis back to throw. Crossing route, he finds Likely. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. On first down, Levis. On target to his man, Likely. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Levis to throw on first and 10 here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now Levis. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Rashee Rice. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Levis will try to throw for the 2. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score.
Well, after that, it's not hard to see where the momentum is pointing because it's squarely on his side after a heads-up play to jog that one in for another 2 points.
And the Titans are going to recover the football. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that will bring up second down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. First and 10. Here's Levis. Complete to Likely. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Levis out of the shotgun now. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion.
Oh, and for the first time this season, he's intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick, and a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. After the interception, here's Tannehill. Being chased out left. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Off play action, Tannehill. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Now an option play on second down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This offense on third down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Sly able to put this one through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They were winners a week ago over the Steelers, and they lead this one as well as they start here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Levis. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Levis now on 1st and 10. Finds his man over the middle. It's Likely. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They'll throw it again with Levis. That ball caught. It's Rice. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 1st and 10, it's Levis. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashee Rice. His way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his left.
I have to admit, I love the excitement of the 2-point try. You know, to see what's going to happen, and it happens pretty quickly, doesn't it? You get an answer, and in this case, it was unsuccessful for the guys trying it.
Completely unrelated. I just realized that I stole both of your pens in this last. My bad, partner.
Hey, that's okay. Well, and just in the time they went for 2.
Tannehill on 1st down. On the out route, he's got Burks. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. Tannehill. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
That caught up to him. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Levis from the gun. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens continue to pull away here in this 1st half. Steps away. And they don't get it. They Tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
They attempted to fade to the back corner of the end zone unsuccessfully. And I've been with you long enough, Brandon. I know it's not one of your favorite calls.
Well, it's interesting. Before working with you, I always viewed that as you're just taking away space and you're trapping yourself in a corner. But you actually have told me they're trying to create space where space is not.
Yeah, it's really a weird deal, isn't it? But you've got to just move that defender inside to create that separation and that little bit of space where there just isn't much.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. On first down, it's Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and the defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spear.
He's got a man, complete. A big play there just before halftime, and even 40 yards. Levis. He hooks up yet again with Likely. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. The one final shot before the half. Here's Levis. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very... Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now again, it's Levis looking to throw it. The quick slant caught. Touchdown! Rashee Rice with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. They'll try and throw for it. Buying time to his left. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, Somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, I mean, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Roquan Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Ravens taking the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring it to...
And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield. It's picked up by the Titans. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On first down, Levis. That's laid out deep for Rice. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, trying to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. Throwing left side, it's complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashee Rice, 31 yards. And the Ravens have got it on cruise control. Levis will try to throw for the 2. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. You know, we've discussed this before, and we've seen it at practices. Extra periods being put in for the offense on these 2-point tries. But the defense, they're beefing up their support as well in practice.
They absolutely have to. If people are going to go for 2 and try and gain those advantages and make it tougher on your team as the game goes along, you have to be in a position to stop those. You can't let them get the advantage. So, yes, the defensive teams, they're putting in that extra time on 2-point plays as well.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Now Tannehill. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
This has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
First and 10. Here's Levis. That one caught by Rice. There he goes again. He may go. Touchdown, Houston. Rashee Rice, 89 yards. And the Ravens get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. Now Levis on the move to his left. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for two more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes that has a way of catching up with you.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. And now a run with Spears. Stopped by the safety, Kyle Hamilton.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Right back to Spears. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense.
That's a Titans touchdown. Mo Alley Cox, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Titans are able to claw one back.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Ravens offense back out there. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Levis back to throw. No hesitation, goes right back to Likely. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Levis looking to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Rashee Rice, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on two more.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And the Titans are going to recover the football.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you got no shot then.
Well, the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 2 yards to go, second down. Back to throw, Tannehill. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. 7 yards there and a first down.
And the Titans first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in London. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's the knowledge he gained from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Here's a run by Spears. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Spears. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives. And I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people were, they get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Levis now on 1st and 10. That's laid out deep for Rice. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Now, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 3rd and short. It's Levis. And it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Rashee Rice from 6 yards away. And the Ravens continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving at a little bit quicker pace than his opponents. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise, but I think these coaches have to be especially happy with what their quarterback has done.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Roquan Smith. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. Tannehill now to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to find Mo Alley Cox, his tight end, and it'll bring up third down.
Kyle Hamilton was there defensively.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Titans. Jarvis Landry, 44 yards. And the Titans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Sly is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. And now out comes Houston. We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the fourth, Charles, it's really, really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result. This is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Levis throwing again on second down. Crossing route, he finds Likely. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They'll throw it again with Levis. Flush to his right. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The offense on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, maybe said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Now Levis, and he is caught, and he is going to have a Ravens first down. As they'll wind up getting close to 10 yards there. They only needed 1 on 4th and 1. Levis sets up to throw here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
And the Titans are going to recover the football.
Here we go.
Tannehill on first down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, in the fourth quarter here, you've held a team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Here's Tannehill. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
Unnecessary roughness, defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet, and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. The dangerous Hill now to return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive. I'm just wondering, do they want to add on to this gigantic lead? My guess, given how they like to play and how explosive this offense is, Charles, that they're not content being up by this margin. They probably want more.
And if they do go and get more, oh, look out. At that point, let's just aim the camera for the post-game handshake, because that one might be a little bit on the tense side, the way that this one is turning out.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And this is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Levis will try to throw for the 2. Out to his left. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead,
and he brings this one all the way back. So definitely good for the individual stats. Maybe not for our storyline, but he's in for the late score. Extra point by Sly is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use him at this point. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. On first down, Levis. That is incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Levis on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans 19. Levis out of the shotgun now. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Well, the Ravens say they have it. They do have it. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. And they got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bold.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. This is caught. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Levis looking to throw. Rolling to his left. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown. And the blowout continues. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long. And this time, that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball, definitely coming from his head coach.
Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it, because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
Pass out left finds Kohler. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Levis from the gun. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no